In this video, I want to talk about the importance of cutting losers quick. If you're into trading, I think we all know it's one of the most important things you can do, and usually the difference between somebody who can become consistently profitable and somebody who can't. And I want to go over my trade example on Netflix today, where if I didn't cut those losers quick, it could have possibly been a bad day. So check it out.
I want to go over some examples today because I don't think there could be better examples than the Netflix trades I took today. So this is my Interactive Brokers account. This is just the overview of the trades that I took. Right off the open, that's my strength. I ended up taking a nice quick little trade on Facebook, kind of that all-time high break. And then I took a couple Netflix trades trying to get the 470 break, and it just was not going right away. So I did the get in. It should break the level, and if it doesn't, just get out. And because of that, I ended up having a decent trade on Facebook. I took a couple losses on Netflix, but overall, pretty much a flat day. So it's not a bad day. I mean, if that's my worst day, then I'm doing a great job, because I used to be guilty of letting flat days go to really, 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 really bad days. And then that was the difference of the month, of a couple months. So just avoiding that is huge. So just getting right into it. So starting with how I approach things. SPY, top-down approach. What was the SPY doing? The SPY was gapping up, and buyers have taken control. So now it was just about, okay, overall, the market is generally holding up. The SPY is holding up. It's not falling apart. It held some support levels from prior days. Now, focus on the strong names. That's what I'm looking for. And some of my favorite names were Facebook, Netflix. I was looking at all the big names, NVIDIA, but Facebook and Netflix were some of the ones that ended up being my favorite. Facebook was my favorite, so I will just go over Facebook first. What was Facebook doing? Check out this really tight pattern. Really tight pattern on the daily. Got very, very, very tight. Was approaching all-time high in the pre-market. I like those strong momentum names that are trading near all-time highs. A lot of times when they break all-time highs, they get follow-through. So my thesis on Facebook was, I believe it's going to go higher. If it breaks all-time highs, I think there'll be follow-through. And that was about just finding a pattern. So now breaking it down on a smaller time frame. So all-time high was 241.21. Pre-market data on the left, pre-market data off on the right, just so that way the pattern can visually be seen a bit more. So 240.50 and 240 were just some basic levels that I saw of support in the pre-market. Kind of sold off right to it. And this ended up doing what I like. I like the initial morning to have a bit of a pullback, especially if it's going to create an opening range break. I want the initial move to be down. So now that opening print high becomes a very important level. Now you add all-time highs to that, and you have even more reason on why this could possibly go higher. So this is exactly what it did. It ended up pulling in, and then right at 240, the whole number, it started catching some support. What do you know? It came to the 9 moving average, started to move higher. I ended up going long Facebook, 250 shares at 241.56. I did get a decent move out of this. The only thing that I could critique is that I could have got a better entry. So right around when this broke 241.20s, that could have been the area. Risking off that prior candle low. I don't really want to risk low of day because that's pretty far away. Goes quick or just get out. I ended up catching this a little late, but I had conviction in the trade, and as you can see, the prior candle low was right around 241, so giving it the whole number. And quickly got a quick pop, and then I took it off right here. Sadly, I was not patient enough with this. I take the quick move because it did have a little bit more follow-through. Could have got another about 50 cents on the trade, which would have been nice. But right here is where I saw the tape start to slow down a bit, and I just got out, which was okay. And that's my strength, the quick scalps off the open. And then now we'll go into Netflix. What did I see on Netflix? Netflix is super strong. A little bit of fundamental news on this that made me think that there was a chance of this going higher is because of the surge in coronavirus cases. This is that stay-at-home play. So a little bit of a fundamental change there. So all that news factored in on top of this being a strong chart. I just thought the prior day had a nice green candle break through all-time highs. Now I was going for that second day continuation play. I don't expect this to have insane follow through, but just get that quick momentum pop. It is extended on the daily, so just being careful. So now I had some levels marked. Prior day high, 468.59. Pre-market high was 471. So breaking this down on a lower time frame, this is what it looked like. So off the open, pretty nasty action. I didn't like what was going on. A lot of big movement really fast, so I just leave it alone. Don't do anything. Leave it alone, leave it alone. This is where it starts to get interesting. So huge. So there's a 1 minute candle that's red, and then instantly buyers take control. Goes right up to 470, pulls back, wide range candles. I do not want to mess with that. And it starts to get tight. This is where it starts to get interesting. The 9 moving average, a 20 moving average caught up to them, trending higher. That was the candle where I gave it a shot. So right above this, and as you can see, a lot of these candle wick highs were right around 469.40s. So I was thinking if we clear that, and now the high a day that was set pretty quick, 470, knowing that there is a technical level above, pre-market high 471, and Netflix usually, when it goes fast and it has big moves. So I thought if we could break 270, I would like to see this get to 471, get above, start to speed up. I'm out. I gave it a shot. I took 3 contracts at 8 o'clock. This is Mountain Time, so it's really 10 a.m. Eastern Standard. I took 3 contracts, the 470 calls, so right near where the stock was trading at $7.38. I wanted this to go fast. That was the level I wanted this to break. Only giving this about 50 cents. It was go fast or I'm just going to get out. And then right here, this next candle, I bailed. 2 minutes later, where this red arrow is, nice push higher. That's a nasty stuff. Start to roll over. I'm out. It doesn't feel good when a trade does not go your way because you want to be right. You want to make money. You have your thesis. You have your belief on what it should do. And when it doesn't do that, it's hard to fight those emotions. But cutting it quick is so important. So I got out. And then I was flat on the day. I lost like 100 and something bucks. I was up $8. I have a rule, maximum 3 trades a day. So I told myself, I'm going to back off, relax. This is where I can get crazy. Let's wait for another setup. I didn't want to give up on the Netflix, but I did not want to overtrade it. I ended up taking it one more time at 8:41, which is really 10:41 Eastern Standard. So leave it alone and look at this pullback. So stuff move, I got out right here. Maybe a 50-cent loss, and it went points lower. Had I tried to be impatient like I used to be, had I tried to hold this, that was dollars, and that would have been hundreds of dollars of a loss. Instead, get out quick and avoid that. Now, just watch the price action. Okay, we took a little dip. Buyers back in control. Okay, catching up to the 9, catching up to the 20. It's getting tight. It's getting tight. I like this even more because now this is a major technical level. Technical level break momentum scalp. The setup that I like where there's a clear double top. It's about 30 minutes plus into the day. Buyers are taking control. It's starting to get tight. It did come off this pivot low area pretty quick, but still, 470 was that key level. We break 470, I thought we could get to 471 because it's pre-market high, and if we start to speed up past that, I want to be out of the trade. Get a couple points and bail. So I gave it one more shot. 470, double top. Resistance gets tested so many times. Eventually, if it does break, it can have follow through. And it went right up to 470. Did not break again. Pulled back. I got out right away. I wanted to go right away or just bail. And I ended up only losing 13 cents on the contracts on that second trade. So it was in it. It didn't go, and I cut it. And that was my 3 trades. And that was the day. And it doesn't feel great that you take a shot on something and it doesn't go in your favor, but cutting it quick only led to being down 35 bucks, which is a flat day for me. It's absolutely nothing. That's okay. Live to fight another day. Here's where trading can be a little frustrating because I was trying to get that move above 470, and what do you know? What did it do later on? Pull back again. Consistent higher lows. And then it cracks again, and then it goes right here. Right there. Tested it for the 4th time. Resistance gets tested so many times. Eventually it goes. The problem is timing it. It's hard to get it. So sometimes you're giving it a shot into resistance and then it rolls over. So just getting out quick. And then the fourth time it tested, and look at this rip. Right through 470, pre-market high. Price starts to speed up into 472, a little bit over a 2-point move. That's where I would have been out. And then what's it do? It rolls right back over. Tape starts to slow down. I would have been out of the trade. So that is exactly what I was looking for. So I had the correct thesis. Timing it was hard. But that's how trading goes. Not every trade is going to go your way. The only thing that you could do is just try to step in front of your emotions when you feel them taking control and just get out of the losers quick. It's not easy to do, but it's something that with time and with doing over and over and over and over again, you just get better at. I still have mess ups. I'm not perfect. I still have times where sometimes I let things get away from me, and I think that will always be the case. But overall, just having the large number of losers be substantially smaller is the difference in your month, in the next 2 months, in a quarter, and even in a year. So to see Netflix go like that, it's the epitome of what trading is, but that's the game that I signed up for, so I'm willing to accept it. So the recap of the day, I think the Facebook trade was good. I probably could have got in a little bit better. I'm not upset about the Netflix trades. I gave them a shot. It had a chance to go pretty quick and get a nice, at least a 2-point move because Netflix ATR is big. I didn't get it. I got out of the losses quick. Had I not got out of them quick, this minus 35 would probably be minus a few hundred, and that would sting. So overall, I'm pretty happy. And that's it. I wanted to go over this topic because it's so important, but it's one thing to just say it's important, and it's another thing to go over some really good examples on how I go about doing it and how it can change my week. Because I had a good day yesterday, and to take a little bit of a loss today is not a big deal. There's still plenty of week left. Live to fight another day. So, thanks for watching the video, and until the next one, I will see you later.